time, wearing a warning sign. Wait till the world is mine. Visions I vandalize, cold in my kingdom size. Fell for these ocean eyes. You should see me in a crown.
Hey guys, Aisha here, and in today's video I'm transforming into this demon being and trying a bunch of new products I've never tried before. So keep watching. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so first off, I already have makeup on, as you can tell. So I had to go in and wipe off my eyebrow makeup specifically because I wanted to block out my eyebrows. This has always been a challenge for me because my eyebrows are very dark and very curly. I should have trimmed my eyebrows before this. I didn't feel like it. This is like a day after work. I didn't feel like doing all that. So I'm just going in and blocking them out as best I can and I'm using the Elmer's glue stick in purple. Yay. And I'm going upward, as you can see, with it, gluing it down to my forehead. And next I'm going in with some air spun powder and just patting that down. This is something I need to do more often. I don't do this a lot, but I need to work more at it. So anyway, now I'm going in with some foundation. I believe it's the same foundation I used on my face. Sorry, I keep going out of frame, but that's what my mirror is. And for some reason, I get super close to the mirror when I'm doing stuff like this. And I'm just doing the same thing on the other eyebrow. I really don't get the whole sparse eyebrow thing that's going on right now. Like, I get natural eyebrows, they're cool and everything, but the whole, like, wild eyebrow, I don't know. Not my thing. It's for other people, but yeah, I don't know. I tried it out once. It wasn't for me. But anyway, this is how I look without my eyebrows. And then I'm going in and patting it down with some more powder. That was the best I could do at the moment. Of course, you can go over with it, like with a few more layers if you want. But anyway, I'm trying to decide how I want to put these horns on. I don't remember where I got these horns or when. Probably from like Spirit of Halloween or something. That's my only guess. So now I'm going in with some Prozade. Nope, was that Prozade? Yeah, I'm going in with some Prozade. And I actually went ahead and glued some tissue down to the base of the horns because the horns are hollow, so they don't have a bottom, so it's just like an open hole. But for it to better stick to my face, I needed a base to it, so I glued some tissue down to it. And now I'm adding some liquid latex to the base of that tissue, the base of the base. And I'm using my nifty little tool. I don't know what these tools are called, but they're very pointy and metal. But I don't know what they're called. Again, I've had these things for years. I ordered them off Amazon. But anyway, they're best to use with latex. I would not recommend using brushes. Found that out the hard way. That stuff does not come out of fabric. So do not use latex with brushes or near fabric. It's a bad idea. But with these metal brushes or plastic or anything, it just peels right off like glue. But yeah, latex does not wash out. It still stains in my carpet from latex. spilled a whole bottle of latex on my carpet years ago. It's still there. So anyway, I am going in now with some eye makeup, and a lot of this is pretty random. Like, I didn't plan any of this out. It's just something I've been thinking about for months, and now I'm just like putting it on video. I didn't write anything down or anything. It's just like, hey, I kind of had this idea in my head of what I want it to look like. Let's see if it works. A couple of things I had to cut out that I couldn't do because it didn't all work together at the same time, if you know what I mean. But yeah, now I'm going in with this Nyx Black Base, which I've never used before, but I wanted to give it a shot. Looked pretty cool. I figured it would make my dark eyeshadow even darker. That's the whole reason why I got it. I ordered it off of Amazon as well. I really need to get away from Amazon. Somebody needs to create like a black owned type of Amazon, because I want to get away from Amazon. Somebody else needs some money. Like, somebody else needs to take my money besides Amazon. So if there is like a black owned type of Amazon or deal or whatever, or somebody wants to help me set that up, let me know, because I'm down for that. But yeah, as you can tell, this whole eye makeup look, it was just something I just decided to try out. So now I'm going in with the black from the crayon palette, because it's one of the darkest blacks I have, and it's the only one I think that doesn't have like some sort of like glitter or shimmery-ish in it. So yeah, I'm going in with that on top of that black base. And under my eye as well. Then blending. That's what we're doing. And then I'm going at the base of the horns with some makeup. I had to wait for the latex to dry. That's why I'm doing it after my eye makeup. Yeah, always wait for that to dry because you don't want to ruin your makeup brushes. But there are specific ones I use just for FX looks because they can get ruined. I think next time I want to make my own horns. I actually wanted to do it this time, but like it was kind of spur of the moment. It was like after work, and I was just like, you know what, I'm doing it. I'm not waiting for the weekend, so I'm gonna make some horns ahead of time next time and make my own. So this is one of the things that did not work out. Like I kind of want to do like some veins sort of deal, but it didn't come out exactly how I wanted it to, so I kind of scrapped that idea. And I just went in with the base of the horns again with some black, and this is like a black grease paint. And I'm kind of just blending it out with my finger so it's not as harsh of lines. I'm going to scrap it, the idea anyway, of those lines anyway, so don't even worry about those. And I'm going in next with some, like a darker red, sort of burgundy, sort of grease paint around that black to make it look kind of irritated. And I am scrapping those veins, so I'm going in with some makeup to cover those up. And I'm doing the same around the other horn. Can we take a minute to appreciate how good this wig looks right now? Like, even in a low pony, it looks really good. Like, seriously. And that's synthetic. It's pretty good. So anyway, yeah, I'm just doing some contour really quick. I don't know why I keep trying to use those brushes when doing contour. They do not work. they work well for my nose, but that's about it. Like, I don't know what to use those brushes for. I don't know. So anyway, I tried it with that. They work well with the nose, not so much on the face. They're just a little too small. So I'm just going in and blending it out some more with the sponge instead. Then going back in with the black grease paint because it seemed to get kind of dull, kind of not as vibrant, as dark as I wanted it to be with that first layer. So I went in with another layer. So right here, I am going in with this. What is this? Rigid collagen. Oh, sorry. Rigid collagen. Is that? Yeah. Scarring liquid. And I went in with several layers of this. I did about 4 to 6 layers of this to get the depth that I wanted from this. It's pretty cool. Again, Amazon. Again, somebody point me in another direction other than Amazon, because that would be nice. But it is by Maron. So with that, I actually went in that red I put down first. I actually used some alcohol-based paint, which was my first time using that alcohol-based paint. I had it for months now, but it was my first time using it. And it was actually a Narrative Cosmetics FX Alcohol Activated palette. And it turned out pretty well. I don't know, I like using it because alcohol-based paints, they stay in place. Grease paints, they don't last very long. So if you're going to a Comic-Con or something and you want to paint, you might want to use alcohol-based paints, but you have to layer it quite a bit because they are pretty thin. I mean, yeah, you have to, obviously you have to use alcohol to activate it. But yeah, so this was very frustrating. I was trying to put gems on my lips. As you can see, they're very small and they kept falling, and it was very difficult. Almost gave up, but I did not because I really wanted to do that. I really wanted to do that look. Note to self, I need to get bigger gems because this was a pain. And here are my eyes. My sclera eyes. 22. And that's the alcohol-based paint I was talking about. From Narrative Cosmetics, which was a very decent price. I think it was like $35 or something. Like I said, I got it months ago, but I like that it did like show up. It seemed like it showed up like the next day, like after I ordered it. So it was super fast shipping. So that was cool. Anyway, I'm adding it to the base of those horns again, because like I said, that grease paint, it also has like a bluish hue to it, which I didn't like. I wanted it to be dark. So I'm going in with the black alcohol paint to make it darker. But now I'm going in with some tissue and some liquid latex just to create some, like a wound, because that's kind of what I wanted, I don't know, the storyline to be. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, more about those contacts. They were a huge pain to put in. I think I'm gonna make a separate video about that. It was my first time using 22 millimeter sclera contacts and my first time putting them in. I actually had to stop and watch a video of how to put them in again, because I watched several videos before this, but I still couldn't get them in. So I stopped, I watched a video on how to put it in, and then I did the opposite of what the person in the video did, because that's what worked for me. And I finally got them in. Note to self, it was a mess trying to do it with eye makeup on. Like, it was crazy. But it finally worked. And I got them in. So next I'm using one of my sharp metal tools, I don't know the name of them, to create holes in this little wounded look in the latex and the tissue. After it dried, of course. But yeah, I'm gonna create a separate video of how I put those contacts in, because it was worth a whole video. And I'm going in again with the alcohol-based paint. As you can see, like I said, I may have added a little too much alcohol to it. I did a few drops out of it, the black. And see how runny it is, and see how thin. Like, you really have to build, like, let it dry and build it up. Like, I kept like waving it to like let it dry in between layers. But at this point it was like midnight, so I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get this done. Yeah, I should have had a blow dryer or something to help it dry quicker. But yeah, as you can see, I'm going in with that. So let me tell you the backstory of this. What I was thinking about, like the story behind this look that I've been thinking about for a few months. Okay, it was like someone finds a crown and then they put it on. It's like a cursed crown sort of deal. That's kind of what I wanted to go with. Your cursed crown, you find it, you put it on, everything's good for a little bit, and then you turn into this demon because of greed. I don't know. So that's kind of what I wanted to portray in this. And I'm going, this is also a red alcohol base paint. At least how the red turned out a lot better than the black. I don't know, the red looks a little more realistic than the black. But like I keep saying, you have to build it up a good bit. But once it's dry, like that's it, that's where it is. I mean, you can re-wet it, of course, to move it where you want it to go. But once it's dry, that's where it is. Unlike the grease paint from my Scar wheel, which I also like, just depending on the situation. So with this, I wanted to kind of be like, I don't know, like all the movies you see about exorcism and stuff, and the people kind of, once they turn to this demon sort of deal, they're like all scarred up and everything, because the demon or whatever is like eating its way out, or eating up their body, basically, like just destroying their body. That's kind of what I wanted to go for. Kind of like you have no idea what happens, or what you would give up for that crown. And this is the finished look. I did end up using some grease paint on that wound as well, because it was darker and I was ready to go to bed. I mean, I was tired of building up layers. But yeah, overall, I really liked all the products I used. I hope you guys enjoy this. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video, please, and I hope you enjoy. Like I said, I'm gonna do another video on those contacts. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.
You have no idea where I'd go to kiss my scrap.